Hey guys, it's Lainey, and today I am crafting for fall. I have so much content coming up, so I have split them up in multiple videos, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future content for the upcoming seasons. As you can see here, I have 3 pumpkins that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. There is a haul that I did that showed everything that I got, the fall Hobby Lobby haul. And if you go back and watch that, you can see that this had jute twine around it, and it had a bow here, and it was actually stapled on the back of these pumpkins right there. So I just took that off because I really wanted to use this as a blank. So I have already weeded out and stuck the vinyl onto this white pumpkin. The vinyl is a bronze color, like a darker bronze, and this is 143 vinyl. And I believe I found just this text. I think it was part of a design, and I used the contour tool in Cricut Design Space to remove everything else because I really liked this text here. And I also thought it would be cute to add some detail to the larger pumpkin because, again, that's just a blank canvas, if you will, for additional decor. Okay, move that aside. I'm going to come in with my transfer tape. This is some scrap transfer tape because it is all wacky. Not a perfect fit, but definitely doable. I'll just be careful with my design. And this vinyl here is 143 as well. Let's go ahead and remove the backer. Bringing in my pumpkins, and I thought this would be nice to have, sorry if my head's in the way, have going along. Let's see, do I want it that far down? I designed it to go on the edge and kind of curve with the pumpkin itself. The stem is right behind here, and I don't really think I like that, but that's okay. I think we're just gonna go with it. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna turn this to the side and bring in my scraper tool and just really trying to get this down because it is wood. Sometimes vinyl doesn't really like to adhere to wood. And just moving this out of the way. Perfect. So I might not be able to reuse this, but I'm going to put it back on the carrier sheet, or something, right, carrier sheet. What is that? Oh, that's the leaves. I'm going to put it back on the carrier sheet just in case. And we'll throw this away. And that is the craft number 1. Really just transformed it. And if you want to bring in a ribbon or the jute twine, it would be really cute if you know, made a little bow for this pumpkin maybe, or you could even tie some twine around the entire thing, or just make a bow and glue it. So I am really into green this year, this olive green and maple leaves. You're gonna see so many maple leaves coming up. I just kept gravitating towards those leaves. But all right, guys, this is craft number 1. I'm gonna move it aside. Okay, so let's go in with our mini press here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on low. Let's take off this tag. As you can see, this is another Hobby Lobby purchase. And everything was 40% off. So it's a good deal. It's a good deal that you can get things for a discount before the season's even here, because I purchased this stuff in August. Okay, so here I have some maple leaves and some gold iron-on. And I believe this is 405 Basics because I've got two different golds. Let me actually show you. So this is a Cricut and this is the 405. That's a Hobby Lobby brand, and I'm going with this True Gold. Let's go ahead and get these weeded out to get ironed on our oven mitt. Let's see. Let's try to just weed out the center. And that was quick. Easy Press is ready for us. And like I said, I'm really into the green, obviously, and brought in another green item. And I'm going to be doing green for Christmas too. A lot of this olive or sage green. I don't know, turning a new leaf, I guess. There we go. Let's bring this in. See, yeah, I think that complements so nice. Okay, let's finish weeding out the rest and we'll get this ironed on. So this maple leaf here was kind of on the edge and it cut off. It didn't complete this bottom portion of the leaf, but after it was done, I took my glove and kind of played with the leaf and decided to keep it because where I can put it, it kind of goes off the edge, and I feel like that was fine. So I have really no rhyme or reason for the maple leaves. I just knew that that's kind of what I wanted. So let's just kind of play with these and see. Okay, so I'm going to put these to the side here. And I'm going to place this one right here, so where it cuts off is the seam. Just making sure that that is stuck down. You know what? No, I'm not. I got to come in with a little heat first. I'm going to go over this area to prep my surface. Let's see. Okay. Lining it. Alrighty. So it said on low for 25 seconds in firm pressure. This oven mitt is 100% cotton. And I absolutely love projects where I can use my mini press. I love this little thing. It is always plugged in and on my desk. I bring it out for so many different things. It takes up no room at all, and it's just super convenient. And when I originally got this, I didn't think that I would really use it that much. And I was mistaken, and I'm so glad. Like I said, this is my favorite little gadget. Okay, so that was a little more than 25 seconds. It does say a cool peel, but I am just looking at this because of the seams. I want to make sure that it's really sticking down. And I'm going to go in, I'm going to turn my mitt, and I'm going to go in and heat up the rest of this to prep it for the other two maple leaves. Okay, and that little piece right there is just in the crease, so I'm going to come right back in and really press down on that little area right there. Okay, I love that. How nice. I'm obsessed with this gold. Okay, so let's place these and get these ironed on as well. I don't really know what I want to do here. You know, maybe we won't do all three. That's okay. Just because I have it cut out doesn't mean that we have to use it. I can always put it up and save it for something else. Okay, going in once more for 25 seconds with firm pressure. And I'm constantly moving over this entire leaf. Okay. I'm going to flip this over on my glass mat because this glass mat stays cool. And just take that heat out. I learned that from Beth Adilly. When I saw this glass mat on her channel, I was like, finally there is a magnetic mat for vinyl. And it's actually not for vinyl, it's for card making, but I have been wanting something like this for vinyl, for weeding vinyl, so you can stick the vinyl down. I'm surprised Cricut hasn't come out with something like this, honestly. It's so convenient. But I got it for the vinyl, and oh, there we go. That one actually adhered better than this one. Alrighty. Do we want 2 or do we want 3? I am just gonna stick with the 2. I really like it. Now, how beautiful is that gold with this olive green? I'm absolutely in love with this. I cannot wait to hang it up in my kitchen and use it for this fall season. Alrighty, so bringing in this wooden tray. This is actually from Target. It was $5, and if you're watching this in the future, it is 2023, so this was a recent purchase. And it seems like they were starting to put out some of their fall decor, so I believe it's part of their fall, what am I trying to say? The dollar spot, the bullseye spot, in the $1, $3, or $5 spot. So here is 143 vinyl again, and it is a light tan, and I went ahead and weeded it out because when I was taking it off my mat, it ripped. But like I said, most of the vinyl that I'm using I've had for a really long time, and like I ordered it all when I first bought my Cricut, and I just haven't really gotten around to using it like I had planned. But now, thank goodness it doesn't go bad. Now I'm finally working with it. Just being careful and attentive of this little area here. And that's why I weeded it. I wanted to know how it was going to work and if I needed to recut it, but it saved. I'm going to flip this over and just slowly move away this backer. Get my weeding tool to help this little area out. Okay. And I really liked this. In all things, give thanks. And let's see, this is just a font that I found in Cricut Design Space, or actually it may, I don't know. I do have a lot of fonts that are from defont.com, but I will list it down below. I have it written down next to me. It is DTC Natural Sands. I believe this is a Cricut, and it's just in all capitals. And I thought this cream really paired well with this wood, and this is just a centerpiece, basically, you know, you could use this for potpourri or whatever, or you can just sit it on the table like this and let everyone take in the message. Uh-oh. Nope. Let's come back in. Okay. Let me get a smaller scraper real quick. So now I can go from this side and really get that adhered on. Because this is a very textured wood. So just have to be a little more aware of your vinyl and how it's adhering. But just go slow. And I just use my fingers kind of to press the vinyl down and then pull back the backer. Originally got this for Halloween. I thought it would be really cool to, you know, make some spider webs and put it on here, or cut them out in vinyl rather, but it was just way too textured and you could see too many imperfections. So I just chose this natural color and you can't see the texture through it, which I really liked. Okay, in all things, give thanks. Let's come in with something very different. I've got to kind of clean up this space a little bit. And this is it. So the Woodpile from Hobby Lobby. This is a birdhouse kit. It says it's fun and easy to build. The hardware is included. I'm just going to go ahead and take these pieces out. The instructions, and there is the hardware. I also have some wood glue that I just brought in that I'm going to use to help secure it even more. And it says that you can use this as well. Additional supplies needed: a hammer and wood glue. For a stronger birdhouse, glue the pieces together before nailing. So what I'm going to do is exactly that. And after this is put together, I obviously have some vinyl pieces cut out to decorate it with. And once those are on, I am going to seal this so it's more durable for the birds. I'm going to go ahead and put some music on and fast forward through this. I hope you enjoy this, and let's get this built so we can see what it looks like. Okay, so here is the birdhouse, and this particular birdhouse is actually not going to be really in the weather. It's going to be outside, but it's going to be under a porch, so it's pretty much going to be covered. But I am going to seal it after we add some colorful accents to it. I am going to seal it just to not only protect the vinyl that I'm going to put on here, but just to protect the birdhouse itself, so it's long lasting and the birds can actually use it. Granted, this is for a smaller bird, but the reason I'm doing this for Thanksgiving is because, you know, the colder months are coming up, and I just wanted everyone to remember the birds and the animals outside. You know, with winter approaching, you know, they need shelter too, and birdhouses are a really nice thing that you can do for the birds in your neighborhood. So let's go ahead and bring in some of the elements that I had cut out for this. So once more, we are going in with maple leaves, but I cut them out in 4 different colors, it looks like. No, 3 different colors. The green, orange, and yellow. And then I'll also have some accents in that dark gold that we used on the first craft. So let's just move this aside. It is still drying. I didn't nail all the nails into it because it's going to take a while, excuse me, for the glue to dry. Okay, so I'm going to, so I've got these little details here. And then I've got these maple leaves. So let's, I know that I want to use the green. I'm just giving myself options in case I wanted to do a multicolored pattern, if you will. But I know for sure I want to use this olive green if I choose not to use the other colors that I cut out. And these are a little different from the maple leaves that I used for the oven mitt. But once more, this is from Cricut Design Space, and the vinyl is 143 vinyl. And I found these leaves they were just 3 leaves together, and they were, you'll see that they're all maple leaves, but they're just a little different, sized a little different, or angled a little differently. And so basically I just chose those leaves and ungrouped them. So these 2 leaves are the same. And I ungrouped them and played with, you know, colored vinyl to kind of see what I wanted to do. So this, I really like this orange too. This is, of course, 143 vinyl. This one's a little different to weed. Parts of these leaves are, oh, that's all together. I was thinking that they were going to be all separate, but that piece was all one. So you can see that these 2 leaves are the same, and this one's a little smaller, and it's, you know, more angled to the left. Let's go ahead and weed this yellow. Now this yellow is actually Oracal 651. So this is actually perfect for an outdoor project because it is long lasting for indoors or outdoors. It can be directly in the sun and all the elements of the weather. They last, this brand lasts so well outside. Okay, so right now I'm really thinking about using all 3 colors. So let's just go ahead and get the rest weeded out, and then we can play with positioning the leaves on the side of the roof. Okay, last one, just the little accent pieces in that deep gold. And this one is bent, so I'm going to go ahead and take that one off. And then these are something else. Okay, so I thought I had 3 of each, but I don't. I have 3 of the yellow, 3 of the green, and 2 of the orange, and then I have all these gold accent pieces. So let's bring in the house, and this is the front, obviously, and then this is the side of the roof. This is what I cut vinyl for. So I'm going to lay it on its side and just kind of, so I can put 3 of them together like the design was originally, or I can just kind of place them throughout, and that was my initial plan. Let's bring in a piece of transfer tape here. Goodness, okay. I have all my little scrap pieces from different things, but it's all transfer tape, and I have them all together. So that's what that is if you're curious. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and just get this transfer tape going, and then we can start to position those leaves and figure out what exactly I want to do. You know, I'm not quite sure. Okay, well, I like that there. And if you're worried about the birds messing with the vinyl, they won't. They'll be attracted to the color, but they know that it's not edible. They know that it's not going to be used to build a shelter, so they'll honestly just leave it alone. If anything, the color might attract them to this, but they know what this is as well. Birds are very smart. I've had a few in my life as pets. Actually, birds are my favorite animal. Hence why I am encouraging everybody to think about the birds as it gets colder outside. But it's not just the birds. If you live in an area with, you know, bats, bat houses are really good. Or, you know, bees, beehives. And, you know, the bats eat all those little bugs. They come out at night or at dusk, and they eat those birds. They eat those bugs. So you want bats And the birds eat the bugs too, but not like the bats. And then, let's see, we did the bees, the bats, the birds. You obviously have your feral animals around that you could help through the colder months, like feral cats. Building shelters for them is always a really nice thing for them. And I just think I'm gonna put them down at the bottom, actually. Okay. You know, if you want to go a step further, you can build little homes for raccoons and put it in the trees. I know some of y'all are thinking this girl's crazy, but seriously, it's where my heart is. Is where my heart is. I'm the one that will pull over in the middle of nowhere to, you know, save a dog. So I do the same. I try to do the same for any animal, regardless of if I'm fond of it or not. So I really like that. Those colors, the yellow is vibrant, but for some reason it's not really picking up on the camera. I think it's the lights, but I love that. Okay, so let's flip this back over and let's do that. Was the orange one in the middle? Yeah, so let's do the orange one on the edge here. And then we'll do this, well, that's a smaller one. You know what? Let's think. I'm trying to reuse this transfer tape, but it's obviously picking up debris from the wood, so it is losing its stickiness, but I'm trying to use it as much as I can. Okay. So I'm going to go with what I originally wanted to do. I'm going to do the orange one on the outside on this side, and then I'll do the yellow one in the middle. And I'll do, let's see, I'll do the larger one in the middle. Let's see if I can use this one more time. I'm just going to varnish it on the front and the back to just make sure it's really sticking, because this transfer tape is, as you've seen, it is, I am using every bit of it. It's getting weak. Easy. Awesome. Okay, and then let's just put it there. Making sure that's adhered down nicely. And I will seal this entire birdhouse just to make it longer lasting for them outside. Like I said, it's not going to be directly in the elements, but you know, a little wood glue and some nails is fine, but sealing it will just make it last longer, and that's what I want. Okay, so how cute. We've got the little maple leaves, and I love it that I used these colors. I was really unsure. Okay, so now we have these little guys, and I don't even think I'm going to use them, honestly. Let's see here. I also have these little leaves, and I thought I was going to put them about right there. I was going to try to do a wreath, but it's so small. It's very intricate, and that just wasn't going to work for me at that time. So let's go ahead and put these on the front. Okay, just right along that, right next to the peg. Whoop. And I glued this peg in as well, just for durability. I forgot the squirrels. The squirrels too. Knew there was something else. Okay. Enough about the animals. I'm gonna shift this up a little bit, trying to get it aligned with the others, and I think that that's gonna be okay. Just pressing it down with my finger, and there we go. How stinking cute. I love it. Alrighty, another fall craft down. I gotta do a mid cleanup real quick and bring in our last two crafts, but I absolutely adore this, and you could go so much further with this if you wanted, but this is just darling. Especially that. Look at that. Okay. Move it aside. Let me go ahead and pick this up real quick. Okay, bringing in the last two, sorry about that. Bringing in the last two crafts. These are going to be paired together, but they are different. And I purchased these from Target a while back. I bought two of the little rectangles and two of the little circles, and then they had the same in the larger one, just one by itself. So I tried to do a wood paste on there, and I misaligned it, and so I took it off, and so I didn't finish burning it. But I'm going to use this side, and so the bigger ones were $5 a piece, and the 2 packs were $5 a piece. And I thought that was really good for charcuterie boards, because that's actually what the tag said. But you can use them for anything. Like I just showed you, I was trying to do the wood paste, which I absolutely love doing, but you gotta get the stencil lined correctly. So yeah, you'll learn about me that I struggle with alignment. It's aligning it is not my friend. So let's see here. What did I do? I'm trying to figure if this says. Oh, you know what? I've got to cut all this off because it picked up something else. I forgot what this said. I forgot that there was text at the bottom. So I am going to be carefully removing this from the other parts of the vinyl. Okay. Whew. I love vinyl, but this is just part of it sometimes, you know? So there is an eye right here. So put that down, and that dot to the eye didn't come out, so try to get that pressed down on that carrier sheet. Okay. Nope. Where's that little booger at? Okay. So it's on my finger. And I'm just going to go very slowly because this text is smaller, and I don't want to have to recut this because this is my Oracal vinyl, and it's nice stuff. Okay, it's coming together. I might have had it on the wrong setting because I usually don't have problems with my Oracle, but I was cutting out a lot of things this day for fall and going into Halloween, so that's one of the reasons why I didn't remember what it said. But we got it figured out. So now you can see that the text is crooked, and I've just got to reposition those letters before I put the transfer tape on top of it. I'm going to do a little maintenance, and then we will get this transferred over. just a little time, but no worries. I'm gonna go in with my transfer tape. This is Cricut. The transfer tape that I've actually been using for this entire video is Cricut, and I don't have any problems with it. I like it, but I'm about to be out actually, so if you could recommend any nice transfer tapes, that would be awesome. Come on. Let's try it over here. There we go. So bringing in my design, I fold my transfer tape and then lay it down. And I'm going to come in with my scraper and do both sides, get both sides varnished down really well. Flip that over. And my cutting board here, or charcuterie board, I can't say it. You know what I mean. Okay. Now, trying to center. Okay. And this is just, you know, decor for the counter in the kitchen, or some people have like they've got like a wall of, I've seen it on Pinterest, they've got a wall of like cutting boards and stuff and they're hanging up. I think that that's really neat. But this is just some holiday inspiration or fall inspiration decor. I'm actually going to use my scraper tool and press it down as I pull back the carrier sheet, or the transfer sheet, I'm sorry. Those little letters are going to be a stinker. So what I'm going to do is, let's do the larger font first. And I will let this cure for a couple of days before I even put it in my kitchen because of the heat. I'll just leave it, yeah, because it's sticky. I'll leave it in here and just leave it alone and then bring it in there. Just very carefully pulling this back and trying to pay attention to each letter so I don't accidentally rip anything. Okay, so let's see here. Very good, no bubbles. Trying to get that little bubble out. Move this aside. And what I'm doing basically is pressing each letter down and using my weeding tool to maneuver the letters because I don't want any bubbles, you know. So I'm picking up the next letter to work out those bubbles there. Oh goodness, scared me. Okay. Yeah, so there's that right there. So let's get this moved over just a hair. All right. So I love it. I am a little I'm a little apprehensive about getting that to stick, but I'm gonna go ahead and just cut the rest of this to make it easier on myself. get this lined up. Okay. And I'm gonna just let that set. And let's bring in the smaller board and start working on this. And I'm letting this sit in hopes that it'll want to stay. Okay, so let's, oh yes, it's another maple leaf, and this is Oracal 651 as well. And this is the same maple leaf that I used for the oven mitt. Uh-oh. And once again, everything that I'm using is in Cricut Design Space. I just searched for, you know, fall and Thanksgiving, and I ended up coming across these things. This here, it probably wasn't together. I probably added this. I end up playing with the designs a lot in Cricut Design Space, kind of to make it my own. But the font information will be down below. Okay. And once again, just repeating this process and getting this varnish down. Flipping it over and doing it on both sides just to try to get it adhered to this transfer tape as well as it can. Alrighty, let's go ahead and bring this guy in. And so they are going to pair. Do I want, yeah, let's put this leaf on the opposite side because they're going to be like this, you know. If I put it on the other side, it would be a little too heavy. Oh, it just shifted over. Yeah, it does not want to stick. This is really a bummer because I bought so many of these things and I am so surprised that I'm having this problem with this wood and I didn't have any problems with this. Alrighty, I'm just going to move slow and steady and get this maple leaf adhered to this board. I am bound and determined. Alright, I'm almost there. Sorry for the silence. Okay, look at that. So fall is in the air and we've got our, whoa, there's a little bubble. Okay, fix that. And then our maple leaf. How cute are these paired together? Now, if you come across these in the future from Target, definitely don't grab them thinking, oh, I can put vinyl on those, because they don't like vinyl, but they are nice for other things. And if you do something large like the fall, you know, it's a lot easier and manageable. But that is the last two. I love these paired together. Okay, let me bring in all of the stuff that I worked on so we can see it collectively. Alright guys, so here's everything that I worked on. I didn't realize when I was putting this together that we had this many wood pieces, but I like them all. They all turned out, so I'll take it as a win. We've got our decorative tray here with that cream colored, ooh, that almost gave me a splinter. This cream colored text, "In all things give thanks." I really liked how this turned out, and I'm so glad that I had no issue with the vinyl. And once more, we've got our pumpkins with this nice greenery here. And oh, goodness sakes, We've got our cute little birdhouse. Love the color scheme. This is just darling. So glad that I chose to do that. And we've got my favorite with the gold iron-on maple leaves. And lastly, the two stinkers, which will be paired together. I really love the white against this wood. It looks really good, and I love these paired together. Just know if you see these in Target in the future, they make it a little difficult to apply on vinyl, but it's definitely doable. You'll just have to be patient and take your time. All right, guys, so this is it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was inspirational to you. If you enjoyed this video and found some inspiration from it, I would love it if you considered giving me a like. Those thumbs ups really help. And that's it. First fall video down, many more to go, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.